Okay, SMT, part 2, let's get into this one.
No skits this time?
No time, there's a ton and a half of shit to go through because we ain't even starting to get everything. We've only talked about the classes, that's it, nothing else. And I realize that I screwed up a bit, but I don't remember exactly what I screwed up. Honestly, I understand enough of this game where it doesn't affect my score to the game. But let's talk about a few of the things I didn't get right. All percentile games have an equation with them. I brought up some base numbers and such when talking about the classes, but I managed to forget certain things. Every level you have allows you to put 1 point into one stat score, unless you're a demon, at which point they're assigned randomly by rolling a d10. Don't care for that, but demons are supposed to be powerful. Watch as you play Magic Man Demon and get nothing but raw strength. Every 10 levels you get an additional skill, which we'll go into once we're done with all this stuff. At certain levels, your class will give you an additional skill too. This leads to fusion and evolving systems, but I don't know that, so let's look at the calculations. Now, target numbers are the numbers you want to get below in order to do certain things. Stats have a basic sort of equation. It's the stats numbers times 5. Then take that number and add your level and your modifier. There's the written out version here, but I know a huge portion of America doesn't understand the order of operations or how to read. Dodge is done by your agility score plus 10, and negotiation, which I noticed this book puts an extra E in, is your luck stat times 2, then add 20. That seems a little bit high, but I noticed luck is pretty shit for starting A classes. Fair enough. HP is your vitality plus your level, then your class's HP multiplier. MP is your magic stat plus level, then multiplied by the MP multiplier. Power, magical and physical, is magic and strength, respectively, plus level. Resistance is vitality or magic, plus level, divided by 2 for physical and magical. Fate is your luck stat, divided by 5, then add 5. And Maka, or your magic casting points, is level times 50? Sweet mercy, spend those points like you're going out of style. There's also a huge chart for 100 levels for each class's required experience points. The basic equation is your level cubed, it looks like, but some classes need less than others, so to hit level 2, it looks like you need 6 points as a human, 8 as a fiend, 10 as a demon. I don't care much for this system. I understand it, but I don't care for it. It reminds me of how D&D 4th edition and before would punish you for multi-classing by not giving you as much experience. So let's look at the additional skills. So what I learned about skills is that they're not skills in the traditional sense, but abilities. Certain classes and subclasses give you extra skills, though I feel abilities is a better term than skills. But maybe the video games call them skills, I don't know, I don't really care. It seems each level you can only gain one skill, even if multiple sources would give you one. So yeah, choices matter it seems, and it seems you can only have a maximum number of skills at 8. So if you have a chance to learn a new one, you have to forget an old one like you're a Pokemon learning an HM. Looks like every level increases a stat by 1, but none can go over 40. Even the demons with their random perks can't get above a 40. So if you roll something at 40, roll again. You also get all your HP and MP back when you level up, so that's nice. Would be nicer if the party of 3 with 3 different classes leveled up together so that everyone can coordinate their growth better, but whatever. Wait, this can't be right. Hold on a second.
What? You find something weird about this game?
Yeah, very weird. I'm done with character creation. That feels... Oh no.
What's wrong? Did something happen?
This game is following video game logic, and that gives me flashbacks to when Hasbro bought Dungeons & Dragons and made 4th edition. God, I'll have to make a video in the future about that, preferably after the My Little Pony review. So, this game seems to work in an episodic sort of manner, where each session has a plan. Warm-up, which is essentially a last time on Shin Megami Tensei. Warm-up apparently is also when you create a character. Given how short character creation is, I'm wondering if you're expected to make a new character every session. Opening, which seems to be an introduction of the players, despite the fact that you should know each other by now. Opening apparently also gives the rundown of what will be going down as well. Research is apparently pre-dungeon preparation work, which is just... Why is this a thing? This is a horrible design so far. Use your contacts or shit, apparently all just random background shit, because background apparently doesn't actually add anything. I actually started going ahead in the book and realized that chapter 5 is the bestiary for this world. It's also directly tied to the demon class as well, so I don't fucking know. There's a subchapter for bosses too, and I want to point out that chapter 5 is over 100 pages long. The PDF is 311 pages. The Demon's Compendium start on page 131 and it ends on page 238. A physical copy has different numbers there, I want to point out, but I have to add the covers and credits and legal shit as well because I don't have a physical copy. All that shit I said at the beginning of this video and in the last one, yeah, that's essentially all the information. The more I read about this game, the more I realize that you don't really get choices. Looking over the world, it wants you to play very set dungeons with specific enemy placements and shops, apparently, despite the fact that most people will want to make their own world. But I guess you can't expect to make your own campaign in a game that doesn't let you make your own character. God, my buddy is going to be typing a response right now, I know it. I have to see him the day after I write this script. I'm afraid to piss him off, because he's a great guy. Literally one of the first 2 friends I made upon moving down to Florida. But this is not a good system. It has 30 years of promise behind it, and it wants you to be on a set rail. A GM can very much run with it, but there might be some horrendous realizations upon playing the game. I haven't even finished talking about what each session is expected to be like, and I'm not going to fucking bother. Time for the score. Fuck it. It started with promise and it just sprinted downhill. No real character creation, no real session ideas, just a set session plan that are expected to be the exact same idea. And if you're lucky enough to find a GM that knows what they're doing, you still aren't making choices except when you level up, kind of, and if a level gets multiple choices of skills. I want to give this game a low score, I really do, but I feel it deserves something higher. Almost half the book is bestiary, which is just... God, so many problems. One problem isn't, however, is the formatting. Things are pretty well explained, but there seems to be almost nothing to explain. So honestly, I hate saying this, but 65%. I'm giving it a bit of a bonus. I pray this is a better to play than it is to read, but who the fuck knows? Shove off.